also be sharing to you, aside from the unit test, um, say for example, in this classroom, I'll be using my other classroom for feedbacking in performance tasks, still applying micro learning, right? So for example, performance tasks, there are now 25 students were able to send their um, performance tasks. Now, the way I give feedback to students is not just limited only to a comment, but also applying a rubric, applying a annotations perhaps, and everything. So for example, if I wish to grade this performance task to my students, in my classroom, I incorporated automatic rubric, right? This is rubric. And yeah, that's part of feedbacking. Another another thing is we also have a feature here where we can give feedback comments to the output of the students in different, elements or ways. For example, you can actually give feedbacks to students, not just only text, but also make use of microphone, a video perhaps, right? So still applying micro learning, right? The way you give feedback, again, should be concise, should be focused to the concern, and should be specific. For example, I'm done checking with this output, and my feedback is please enhance and modify some pages like your blogs and about us section. This is because my output is about website, for example. So it's specific, meaning to say the student should enhance and modify, right? Where? Where in the presentation should be in the blog page and in the About Us section. So it's micro learning, right? It should be specific. Aside from the rubric, and then also aside from the feedback comments, one feature we have in the learning management system here in Telemann is we actually have um, this one, notes for direct feedbacking. For example, this is recorded. Please modify some parts of the website. Specifically state there, specifically, okay. Now you can actually also delete the feedback. Still, don't forget to really apply micro learning for direct feedbacking. Next, aside from that, if the students get it correctly, you can make use of the feature here, such as check and cross. Okay. And then if you also wish to delete this, then make use of this and then delete. Okay. So that's micro learning in terms of feedbacking to assessments submissions to our students in terms of performance tasks, their unit test, for example, long quiz. That's how we incorporate or integrate micro learning in the classroom, and not just only one format, but in different ways, right? And you can also make use of the emojis and other stuff. So that's how we practice um, micro learning in the classroom of empowerment technology. Was also tasked to share to you very quickly about Bangkok project, on how we were able to apply micro learning to our Bangkok project. It's a different thing because the one that I was sharing a while ago is very pedagogical in nature, such as in the classroom environment. Now, this time I will be sharing to you very quickly. project-based. This is project-based microlearning. Okay, so in the project in Bangkok, there are actually 6 modules, is if I'm not mistaken, very quickly. Okay, there are actually 6 modules. Now, the way we applied microlearning to a project, because this is different than the microlearning in the classroom, right? So the way we applied microlearning in a project based is it's quite similar to the one that I was sharing a while ago on for example, instead of giving a lot of lecture in the specific learning objective of the module, it would be really best to explain it directly to the audience. Second is focus on explaining the specific objectives of each chapter and allowing learners to grasp key concept in a concise and targeted manner. So this module, I mean, this project is a very long project because this has 6 modules, and each module has specific topics to really undertake with. For example, according to the guidelines of this project, the instructional designer should create a short and light, and the yellow highlighted text over there, short and light for easy download. So meaning to say, it's our job as an instructional designer to create a micro learning approach in this project. The way we use um, or the way we applied micro learning in this project is through this way. For example, all videos are in micro learned. For example, instead of giving a lot of discussion, a long discussion for the specific topic. Take a look at on the right side of the screen. Videos should, or we're not able to go beyond at least 5 minutes discussion, right? So instead of, because the usual is the way we discuss is in a total package, meaning to say the whole module should be discussed in one lecture, for example. But in our case, since we applied micro learning, we catch in a bite size, right? So videos should and must be not beyond 7 minutes, for example.